As a young boy in high school, Aransas Pass police officer Jacobb Valdez knew he wanted to make a difference in his community.
You know, I played a lot of sports. Of course, we're in school a lot. And I really looked up to my teachers and coaches in particular, something like how they make a difference. And somehow a couple years later on, just fell into my lap. And I think doing something like this, making a huge difference in your community, that's kind of what attracted me to it, the position.
Fast forward about 8 years, and Valdez is now the newest patrol detective for the Aransas Pass Police Department.
Man, it's this position, the job duties are very different. It's not like a normal patrol officer. You know, I don't respond to calls for service. I basically make my own assignments for the day. I basically go look for stuff. So it's a position I really like.
Police Chief Eric Blanchard created this position 3 years ago, giving the department a much-needed point person when it comes to investigating complaints.
But yeah, we get pretty busy with calls for service. Unfortunately, I don't have to do none of that, which is a good thing. So I can focus on, you know, the thefts that we have here, the burglaries we have here, and in particular the drug problem that we have here.
While the department's patrol officers can investigate the calls they respond to, some crimes involve a more thorough investigation. That's where it helps to have someone whose sole focus is that.
A lot of times when we're doing, as a patrol officer, you go to that call and you have about basically 5, maybe 20 minutes to investigate something. When I go to a call or like a traffic stop, I take my time and I follow up with it. I do interviews with the person that we may or may not arrest. Sometimes that takes 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes the whole shift.
Being close to home, Valdez started off as a police officer in Taft, Texas in 2015. From there, he worked for the Nueces County Sheriff's Office before coming to the Aransas Pass Police Department in 2018.
So when I worked in Taft, actually I had heard a lot about Aransas Pass. Everyone always talked about it in Sanpat County, and just about how productive they are and how their chief is, how transparent he is, and how basically he just lets you work. Now it sounds weird to say, but you don't get that very much at a lot of agencies. They don't, they don't want that as much. But I came here, I had the opportunity to come here, and man, it was literally the greatest decision I ever made. Because I can tell you towards the end, I was kind of having a little doubt about being a police officer because of sometimes the restrictions that we have. But coming here, man, it made me almost fall in love with it again.
Working now in a slightly slower community as far as crime is concerned, Valdez said he is hoping to take some of the pressure off patrol officers so they can get into the community and build relationships.
Definitely a lot different. It's just, like you said, it's just slower. But also at the same time, we get more time to be proactive and be productive, which is, I think we have a lot of chance to prevent a lot of things because of that, because of the more time that we have and how slower it is.